If you could change one thing about your high school experience, what would it be?
I wish that I had my driver's license earlier, but obviously can't control that too much. But because once you got your driver's license, then you get to hang out with your friends more, and once you can hang out with your friends more, then life in high school just completely changed. It's a lot more fun after that, and you're not as constricted to just whenever your parents can take you somewhere, you can just go whenever with consequences, obviously. But some of us a little more than others like keep it. So I think that once I got my car, it was a lot easier than the first 2 years. That's why I think my most fun year was junior year, because I was able to just get in my car, go drive to a friend's house and hang out with them the whole day, or group settings, obviously.
If I could change one thing about what, like my high school
Your
experience?
whole career.
If I could change one thing,
One thing.
put myself out there more, and like go to dances and go like hang out with friends more, and just not waste a bunch of time like doing stupid stuff like playing video games all day.
What was one thing you would change?
I would go back and tell myself to study more, hit the books, because I want to get those A's. There was this one time when I went to the bridge course for math 2 honors. Yeah, it was math 2 honors. My phone rang, and I would change that. My phone never rang. I had the the Kool-Aid song. I had the Kool-Aid song playing, and she just got done talking about how we need to put our phones away and stuff. And then my phone.
So
Where are you looking?
Oh my gosh.
So basically, there was the question of like, what advice would you give to incoming freshmen? Listen to the music that you like, not the music that other people like to listen to. Don't just go on Spotify top 50 and listen to that. Listen to what you want to listen to. Like if you actually like that music, then go ahead and listen to it. But for me,
Obviously.
freshman year, I was trying to be like everyone else and just listen to this rap music and whatever. It made me think of people differently because of the music that they listen to. So just listen to what you like to, not what everyone else listens to, and try to find people that like what you listen to as well.
Advice to incoming freshmen. Okay.
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it is kind of the same thing, but that's like for somebody else. It's like advice for somebody else. It's not always gonna be a clear-cut path, I guess,
Where are you looking?
for freshmen. I'm thinking it's like there's a fly or something. It's not always gonna be a clear-cut path. There's always gonna be a big gray area that you're not gonna know what to do. Especially as a freshman, you don't know. Like you think you know what's going on, but you don't know what's going on. And even as a senior, I don't know what's going on.
All right, what advice would you give to incoming freshmen?
To incoming freshmen, study. You should study. You know, just a little bit of studying helps a lot.
It's going for the studious approach.
Oh, don't procrastinate, because when you procrastinate, it just makes things worse.
What's one thing you wish you had learned earlier in high school? Something that you know now that you wish you'd known earlier. Like
Yeah,
knowledge.
so
Like knowledge though. Not like something you wish you could have done, but
Yes.
something you wish you knew.
Try to find who your good friends are as quickly as possible, because it's tough without them. And friends come and go. Good ones as well. Kind of sucks, but it happens. Just get over it. What's one thing you wish you had learned earlier in high school?
I wish that I knew, or at least practiced, not caring what other people thought like I did, or how I dressed, or how I acted. Because like I thought about that way too much and it just messed me up. Like it just, I don't know, it influenced a lot of things I do, and it just kind of stopped me from doing a lot of things that I wanted to do. And it kind of took me out of my comfort zone. which honestly I should have also gotten out of more. That's another thing. I have two things. Get out of your comfort zone more, because like you don't know what you like until you get out of there and do things that you want to do.
What's the one thing you wish you had learned earlier in high school?
I wish that I had better study habits. Homework is important, you know, and you should do all your homework, or as much of it as you can, because sometimes those points,
Come to bite you in the butt.
yeah, at the end of the semester. So do all your work, because you'll put off an assignment and be like, oh, whatever, it's only 10 points, you know, and you do that too many times and you're missing a bunch of work, and then maybe the teacher does or does not accept late work, and depending on that, it could be a lot of a hassle to do all your work and turn it in at the end of the semester, like right before grading and stuff is due.
What was high school what you expected? If not, was it better or worse?
High school was pretty much what I expected.
What made it
as
feel?
expected?
What made it as expected? Like, what expectations did you go in with that you?
What happened, I thought would happen.
Well,
Alright, so the lesson that I learned throughout high school: stay calm in all situations, most situations, I guess. Is have someone that comes at you that's angry and mad at you, it's good to just stay calm and not argue with them, just try to chill and not fight back in those type of situations where, for instance, freshman year, had a bigger guy come at me who was really mad at me, right? And back then I didn't know how to stay calm, and my boy Ken out there, he came in and he stepped in for me and was like trying to calm this guy down. Ken just really helped me get out of that situation, and he was just really calm and collected during that time, and that really showed me that a lot of situations, if you're just calm and collected, then it's hard to get mad at you, it's hard to have bad things said about you, and it's easy to get out of those situations with the right state of mind.
What did I learn from high school? If you make good friends and you pick out your friends right, it makes it a lot easier. Like, it makes the whole thing just a lot easier and more fun. Like, you make better experiences for yourself. You'll remember high school better if you have better friends. If you get involved with people that aren't good for you. Make good friends, make good choices, and that's pretty much it.
I learned to be a good person.
Oh, you know what? I could talk about Bada.
yeah. What do you learn?
Sure.
Oh. I learned about penny stock. I learned a lot about debit and credit. What did I learn? I learned that you should try and put in the effort to get what you want, because if you don't ever try, then you're not going to get anything. So if you don't swing, you know, you're not going to be able to hit that home run. If you miss all the shots that you don't take, that goes for outside of school, in school, you know, if you don't even attempt the test, then you're going to fail. Leave all those, no matter what, answer a question, you know. Leave no answers blank. You know, that goes for life. Take from what you will. Oh, and don't procrastinate. And one thing I would change, this is my serious one for one thing I would change. One thing I would change is I would go back and I would tell myself not to procrastinate and to study more. And studying is important, and you need to study to get A's.